We are live from Boston for an Eastern Conference contest with the Celtics. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. You take a look at the Celtics. Well, they're certainly excited about this one. And they'll be laying it all on the line as the intensity is palpable. Two top caliber teams facing off on the hardwood to do battle.
And you'd expect nothing less from the defending champs. They've taken every team's best shot, withstood the scrutiny, and approached the playoffs here with the utmost confidence.
You know, obviously, they've been in this situation before, heading toward the postseason, really trying to peak at just the right time.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And Derek White picks up the foul.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. We played just over a minute here in the first. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to visit with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Thank you, David. Pass to Tatum. It's stolen by Brown. And slam dunk by Tatum.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Now here is Holiday. Outside Tatum. Out to White. Clock is at 3. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Boston ball.
Celtics on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Pass to Brown. Celtics passing it around. Tatum's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
There's a screen.
2 minutes running.
Just 5 to shoot.
2 minutes.
The kick out to Brown. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
1:51 left to play here in the first. On the wing, Brown. And stolen by Tatum. Outside Holiday. Brown feeling it out a bit. Back to Holiday. From past the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And we talk about Derek White, Doris. How impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
Here's Brown after the basket by Boston. The 3. Holiday gets the bucket.
Holiday.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brown drives in. White, wide open. He fires. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Tatum. He has 5. Shot clock at 5. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Hey, balance it out!
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
From the arc, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Boston Celtics in the
7. The Celtics 15.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Now Holiday, following the Porzingis miss from deep. Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Over Holiday. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
When you have an offensive arsenal as complete as Jason Tatum's, the shot clock doesn't bother you. I love that.
Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously your 2 best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Out to White. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Celtics. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. And Holiday has it in the corner. Over in the corner, White. Pass to Brown. Lets it go with the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Holiday looking over the floor. Tatum on the wing. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
You can see Jason Tatum not letting the pressure get to him, just calmly sinking the bucket.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Now here is Holiday. His last outing with 20 points. The wide open look here for Porzingis. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3", everybody.
Boston trailing. Here's Brown. Count that one. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
White, good.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
It's to Porzingis. Now Brown. Holiday looking for an opening. The kick out to Tatum. Clock at 4. Over Porzingis. Tatum's shot is off. Celtics leading by 3. Brown outside. Pass to White. Out to Porzingis. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And 101 left in the first half. On the wing, Holiday. Back to Brown. Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The 3 from Porzingis. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. Back to Tatum. From deep three-point land. The rebound by the Celtics.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line. Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
Pass to Brown. Banked in off the glass. Brown's got 5. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
And here's Holiday after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. White, wide open, he fires. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Now here is Holiday. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to talk to his guys.
That was Celtics Entertainment.
The opportunity here for them to take their first lead of the game.
And this is where you need to be aggressive and make it happen.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Screened by Porzingis. Brown outside for the lead. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third person.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player.
Well, if you know Drew Holiday, you know he is more than capable of knocking down these shots at a very high clip.
Pass to White. Stolen by Tatum. One-on-one fast break. Tatum with the finish on a beautiful break.
You can see the length and the impact defensively of Jason Tatum, the rip and then the score on the other end.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Celtics Entertainment.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Back to Tatum. Celtics passing it around. There's the screen. White goes in. Count that bucket. White's got 7 points in the game.
Well, how about that drive by Derek White? This guy has so much to his game.
Holiday gets the bucket. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
A terrific move by Brown to score. Brown's got 6 here in this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And that one, good.
Assist from
That is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Now here's White. He's got 7. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Porzingis. Tatum with it. The kick out to Brown. And here's White. It's good from long range. He's got 11.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir. I'm putting this one home.
Now here's White. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
Tatum with it. 13 points in the game. Porzingis with the block.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Oh, for sure.
The Celtics with the lead. The kick out to Tatum. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Back to Tatum. No good. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter.
the Celtics 38.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Outside Holiday. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
Brown outside. Pass to Tatum. 5 on the clock. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. That three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thanks, David.
When you are the aggressor, being assertive, very often you're going to get the whistle, as Derek White did there.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting. Excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
It's White on the wing.
Watch outside.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Down low. Holiday misses from close range. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense, but you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him. You can just sense the confidence Drew Holiday has, ready to shoot off the catch.
Out to White. Outside, Porzingis to the inside. And here's Brown outside. Boston again missing. Holiday with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's White. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Holiday. Tatum on the wing. For three. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
The kick out to Brown. Right side Tatum. Over Tatum. That one bounces around and comes back out.
Right.
Here's the three. Tatum from three.
Tatum.
Well, Jason Tatum, in a big moment, he is unafraid.
Outside Holiday. Back to Brown. And they double up Brown. Trying to find White. Gets it to him. Out to Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porzingis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics.
Well, the three-point shooting of Kristaps Porzingis is so prolific, you've got to guard him out there.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Tatum with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Missed inside. Celtics trailed by 8. 1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Tatum for three. Boston grabs the miss. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
You see an illustration of how well Jaylen Brown understands their system. He's got great command of this offense.
White, good.
Derek White.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Pass to Tatum.
Boy, over the years, Tatum has really mastered the art of drawing fouls.
Personal foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this one.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances. Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
Holiday with it. Picked up by Brown. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Holiday. Outside, White. The kick out to Brown. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Boston again missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Boston.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
What you love about Drew Holiday is this understated toughness. You know he's going to give you great effort and intensity nightly.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Tatum with another miss. 15 seconds left in the fourth. Taken away by Holiday. Back to White. The three from Tatum. Trifecta!
Jason Tatum.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line, Drew Holiday.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. From deep three-point territory, misses the shot. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until...
And how did the partnership with 2K come about?